Hi there, and welcome to the I'll Try That. We're going to go New Year's Eve, or New Year's Eve, New Year's special, we'll call it. We haven't done a Christmas special this year because we're just particularly busy people. So we're going to go for the New Year's Eve special, I believe.
Well, I slightly correct you with that one. Our Christmas special was our actual 200th episode. That's pretty special.
Oh,
say.
That is a fair old point. Yeah, that is our 200. I still can't get over it's our 200 episode. But we'll leave that because we go on about that a lot more in that actually.
yeah.
So this is
Let's not
technically
bring up the past. That's old news now.
Old news. So this is our 201st episode. And our first one up.
Sorry to bring you up again, Drabs. Technically, it's our 202nd episode because we slid the primetime guys in as our actual 200th. Did the 200 episode recording before that point, which became our 201 episode. So this will become our 202nd, if you want to get technical.
So this is our 202nd episode, and it's our New Year's special. And we are going to be doing some New Year's Eve quizzes, some various questions to test our beer knowledge and prowess. So as per usual, I am joined by Mr. Joseph Druitt.
Oh, hello.
And Mr. Matthew Barber.
Howdy there, partners.
So I suppose my first question is: did you guys have a nice Christmas?
Considering it's in 6 days' time,
I was going to say,
reckon,
there
yes,
we
I
go.
did.
It's not happened yet.
I was trying to play this off as though we were recorded between, but no, that's fine. That's fine.
Like miraculous time travellers.
Our listeners, our eagle-eared listeners would know right from the start. No, we're 6 days out, and I must say, because I haven't finished work yet, I don't feel very Christmassy just yet. So I am very much looking forward to downing tools tomorrow and getting in the Christmas spirit.
I like that. Did you guys at least have you had your work Christmas parties yet?
I was away for mine.
Ah,
I was also away from I was flying back from.
No wonder we're not feeling very Christmassy, Joe.
This is what I mean. I don't feel Christmassy yet, but I want to. But I do tell you one lovely thing that did happen. My daughter's nursery did I wouldn't say Christmas party because they're all too young to understand what that means, and they didn't want to scare the living daylights of half the children if Santa turned up. So they organised a soft play. They got us some soft play in, changed the nursery around, and I went with her yesterday for that. And she had the best time. Like, absolute whale of a time running around. And she is by far the most energetic child in the nursery. Running around, throwing herself around. It was beautiful.
no, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds more fun than my work Christmas party. I wish we'd had a soft play.
Oh, yeah. What was yours?
Yeah, we went to an all-you-can-eat Chinese.
I mean, that's pretty good. What are you talking about?
I'm diabetic. Let's go.
And Chinese food is not known to be kind to the diabetics, is it?
Also, all you can eat. It's wasted on me.
By the doctor's orders, I literally have to stop eating now.
Yeah, I can't have any more.
I've got about £3 worth of food, and I'm charged 20 quid for it.
Yeah, just mildly upset. I went home hungrier. That was
because it was all full of MSG and not substantial.
Really thirsty.
To be fair, I'm looking forward to reinvigorating our Christmas Eve tradition, which is to get Chinese food. When my wife and I lived in the States, that was the whole country went to China. Like whole of New York descended on Chinese places, restaurants for Christmas Eve. So I'm very much looking forward to doing that this year.
I like that. I do have my Weymouth Christmas tradition, which I was saying earlier. It's the 12 pubs of Christmas pub crawl that I do every year. We tend to make it to about 10, 11. And then I don't really remember, in all honesty. You just wake up on Christmas Eve really hungover.
I must caveat, though, that we obviously encourage responsible drinking amongst all of our listeners.
Yes, yeah.
Co-hosts.
I normally am very responsible, just not this one day of the year.
That's your let out loose, blow off steam day.
So yeah, I'll fill you in on how all that goes after that.
I'm excited to be on the receiving end of a quiz. I must say this might be
You're normally quiz master, aren't you?
The first time being part of the quiz, not the quiz?
No, I did the Christmas quiz last year. And,
that's right.
I feel like at the very least I asked some questions once. So that means it was a quiz.
Either way, I think I might have blocked that Christmas quiz out because I think Barbara beat me, and I've just had to completely disregard that from my brain. You know, that didn't exist.
It's taken until now for you to admit that really happened, doesn't it?
Yes. I've got a whole year without thinking about it. Thanks, Rich, for bringing that back up.
Sorry. I'm just spreading Christmas joy.
But we're quizzing hard in 3 parts, I think. Isn't that the plan?
A 3-parter quiz. Yeah,
Quiz
I think you and I...
Yippee-ki-yay!
You could be the original hard, quiz. I could be the second one in the airport that everyone kind of forgets about, and then you could be the third one that everyone really does like as well. You know, you can bring it home.
Yeah.
It's nice that you guys have put some effort into this podcast because I've just turned up and drank Guinness. So yeah,
hey,
thank you.
Turning up is just half the battle, Rich. You know.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
I think you're about to take this quiz by storm.
I'm feeling. I don't think I've ever won a quiz, so and on our podcast. So you never know.
Meant like in life, like just.
No. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I've won a quiz in life. So
until tonight.
Till tonight. Tonight's
the night.
Tonight's the night.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, should we start quizzing?
That's
because we like to make this quite punchy,
quizzical.
but they can end up being drawn out, arduous affairs from time to time.
Almost like 7 minutes before we ask the first question.
Yes.
So, I'm going to split my quiz into 2 parts, and then we'll have Joe as a sort of meat in the quiz sandwich.
Nice.
Mine are all very simple. We're going to have circa 20 questions, and you just have to tell me real or fake, ultimately. The first 10 are going to be beers. Some historical, some new, and some fictional, basically. I'm going to tell you about a beer. Some I'll give you a bit of detail on. Others I will just tell you maybe 2 words, and you tell me if that's a real beer or not. And so what I might tell you is the name of the beer, the flavour of the beer. You tell me if it's true or false, basically. Okay. So let's go straight in with the first one. Should we call it either a flavour or a component? Because one would lead to the other, depending on the way around. So anyway, nice. Bovril beer. Do we think there is we think that's a real?
I think that's a real
beer?
one. I think that's real.
I'm going to go, no, not real, fake.
I'm looking down my list also. So the other caveat to this is because there are some that I have made up. However, that doesn't mean that they don't exist. It's just that I certainly wasn't able to find them.
Okay.
So there may be some mad goon out there who has actually made some of these, but as far as I can tell, they're not real.
They've made it, but they haven't put it on the internet, so it doesn't exist in our world.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So Bovril beer. I will ask you one more time, Joe. You think that's a real beer?
I think that's a real beer.
Joe, you think that's a? Rich, you think that's a fake one?
I think it's fake.
Interesting. One of you is correct, and that one is Rich. I've made up Bovril beer. Bovril beer does not exist.
There we go.
So
I missed out. I thought maybe some brewery in the UK that was feeling really nostalgic would make up Bovril beer.
What is Bovril? I don't think I've ever had Bovril.
It's almost like gravy, isn't it? It's a hot meat drink.
A hot
basically.
Which, to be honest, I didn't think it was that far fetched as a beer type.
No.
And I did have a look. And no one seemed to be reporting that they did a Bovril beer.
And arguably, the consumer who would like a Bovril could probably like some of the beers that Rich absolutely turns his nose up. So it could be a win-win.
Indeed.
Yeah. The demographic for Bovril.
Good. Anyway, well, let's move on. We said punchy, not arduous. Right. Number 2. Powdered beer. Beer that you buy as a powder and you introduce water to make beer.
True.
Oh,
you think that's real?
Yeah, I think true. I'm going to go true. World War II.
I think that's true as
something
well.
like that.
Somewhere someone's been.
You're both saying true.
We have to. It's the rules.
Congratulations both. You are correct. There was a German brewery that has... I don't think this has been released widespread yet, but there was a German brewery, I'm afraid the name now escapes me, that did experiment with powdered beer. So, well done. Okay. Points all round for that one. Everyone's a winner.
You just add water? What?
You just add water.
I would like to try some powdered beer.
I think maybe there's... The best bit about this quiz is teeing us up for future recording gold, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
So, good, right.
Just a quick one. If you snorted it, could you get drunk?
Good question. We'll look into that.
Real questions on the
punk. Presumably. I think it was an alcoholic... I mean,
maybe you don't get drunk, but your nose certainly would and starts running all over the place.
Right, next one. Which one should we do now? Okay, cough syrup. Cough syrup beer. Do we think there really is a cough syrup beer?
Yes, true.
I'm saying false. I think that's too far-fetched a flavour.
Okay, so...
I'm going mine purely from a flavour perspective. If it's a name perspective, I think I'm with Rich, but I'm going flavour and I'm sticking with it. No one in their right mind would want a cough syrup flavoured beer.
Okay.
Yeah, but we all loved Cowpole.
That's not cough syrup though.
Yeah, but it's medicine, isn't it? There's a similar sort of thing along that theme.
No, Cowpole's the anomaly within the over-the-counter drug space where it's just pure sugar, basically, which is why we all love it.
So, Drabs, you're saying it does exist?
Yeah, I'm going to say it does exist.
I was thinking of Cowpole when I made this one up.
Okay.
I'm afraid it's not real. No. So, Joe, you get one.
Like Benadryl, which is, I think, a cough syrup, that is disgusting. You don't want that as a beer.
I think there's a market out there for men who think they're too hard for cough syrup or something like that, and they'd be like, have it beer form.
I told you a falsehood there. It wasn't Cowpole I was thinking of earlier on. It was buttercup syrup. And I actually always got on with buttercup syrup quite happily, but I'm weird like that.
I've actually never heard of that, but yes. I'm looking out for it.
Either way, gap in the market. Drabbers, exploit it as soon as you can, please. Okay, right. Beer number 4. Stuffing mix. Considering we did Bovril earlier on. Do you think there is a stuffing mix?
Do we have beer? Yorkshire pudding coming up?
No, we'll move on from these sorts of dishes.
I'm going to have to go true. I think there is a stuffing mix beer.
You think there's a stuffing mix beer? Joe, do you think stuffing mix beer?
No, I think I'm calling Fubar on that one. I think the German brewery that made the powdered beer is the only kind of like mix beer that we're going to have tonight.
So, Travis, sorry, you said no as well, did you?
No, I said true.
You said true. I'm afraid Joe has it. I've made that one up as well. So, yes. Joe sneaks into the lead. Right. Let's get this one out. Scottish 110 proof beer bottled in Roadkill Squirrel.
Yes. It's too specific not to be in my mind.
Or maybe I just know how to lie to you.
I was going to say, you would get some serious points for making this one up, in my mind.
110.
110 proof beer. Housed or bottled in a Roadkill Squirrel.
I'm going to go false. That feels...
I'm afraid it is a real beer. Unfortunately, Joe is sneaking ahead in this one. Our scores after 5 are 4-2 to Joe, but it was a real. I think it was just a one-off, and yeah, obviously not in any mainstream commercial outlets and that sort of thing. We'll keep going with the sublime and bizarre. Jurassic Park beer.
True.
I'm saying false for that one.
There was a little bit of context to this, as in I think there was a bit of yeast found in some amber that they think was 45 million years old, and they tried to make some beer out of it.
Oh, so it's an actual true beer then?
It's true beer, yeah.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
So he's clawed one back there, Drabbers. There is a Jurassic Park beer. We'll keep going. We'll keep ticking over. Dust. Just dust.
Just dust.
I'm just saying dust.
Just like the little Granny sketch.
Anyone? No.
Dust. I'm I'm going to go true. Dust beer.
I'm saying no. I don't
Sod
think
it.
they went so far to make a dust beer.
Joe's got it. I've made dust up. It's not. There is no dust beer. Sorry about that. Okay. What else have we got on the list? Yes, Icelandic whale testicle beer.
True. Yeah.
I think we might have talked about that one before, mightn't we?
I don't know if we did, but that sounds so specific that it has to be true.
Icelandic.
No, we did. Yeah.
Icelandic whale testicle beer does indeed exist. Do you know what? I think the other two are a bit ropey. We're going to call it there. We did 8 there. So scores on the doors are 6 to Joe and 4 to Drabbers. So well played, Joe. But still
lead.
all to play for in the second half.
All to play for in the next
kind
round.
of like the news and current affairs or beer affairs round. So we'll come back to that later on.
Beers having affairs? Well, I'm looking forward to getting involved in that one. Right. So let's have a nice. Let's change track ever so slightly. And we're going to talk and play the new game show, everyone's favourite game show, ABI or not ABI. So.
Not. Oh, sorry, we haven't started yet.
The premise is very simple. I'm going to list out and name a beer brand, a brand of beer, whatever you want to call it. You are going to tell me if ABI owns them or not. Now, the catch is, you get not even a catch, because they're all either ABI or they're not. That's quite simple. There's no catching involved. That's the whole point of the quiz.
They both are and aren't. Okay.
You get a bonus point if it's not ABI and you successfully tell me who actually owns them.
So I'm never going to be able to do that.
Okay. Okay. And that one is not a joint thing. Like, that one is like first come, first serve. I'll give the point to. Okay. So there's a little bit of jeopardy involved. Okay, if this isn't an ABI brand, you need to quickly tell me who it actually is.
So you're going to announce that it isn't, and then it's like fastest finger first, shout in.
That's it, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll get your answers, ABI or not. Some of them, hopefully you'll get right that they are or they aren't, and then if they aren't, I'll tell you, and then you get to say, right, it's this company.
Well, wait to have it confirmed that it's not them before you start shouting out.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, don't say ABI and then shout something else. Right.
Need to think of some breweries as well.
So, let's get us warmed up. Budweiser.
ABI.
Correct. Both of you are correct.
This is making me very
Aguila.
nervous. ABI.
What? Who was it?
Aguila.
I didn't even hear.
Not ABI.
And Barbara went ABI. The correct answer is ABI.
Hey! I'm writing ABI down over and over again.
That's going to help later.
Just written ABI twice.
Next one. Red Stripe.
Not ABI.
ABI.
The correct answer is not ABI.
MSG Group or something? I can see on the side of the can.
That is incorrect. Rich gets a chance to steal this one.
To steal. Will they share or shaft?
Heineken.
3 seconds. Correct, Richard.
Oh.
Heineken do own Red Stripe. So
I could see him Googling in the reflection.
No Google. I can see he's not. You can't type that fast.
Yeah. I'm dyslexic.
Okay, next one. Boddingtons.
Not ABI.
Not ABI.
You're both incorrect. That is an ABI brand.
Oh,
God.
Next one. Blue Moon.
ABI.
ABI, yeah.
Both incorrect. That's Molson Coors.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, and I told you it. I should have let you guess.
Molson Coors.
Okay, we'll move past that one.
Disqualified
I messed that last one. Okay. Brooklyn Brewery.
Not ABI.
ABI.
Matt is correct. It's not ABI. Who owns it?
Hooray. Heineken. Carlsberg.
Correct.
Yes.
You finally got there with Carlsberg. Okay. Goose Island.
Not ABI.
ABI.
Rich is correct. It is an ABI brand.
Yeah, they recently got brought out. Yeah, that was a...
Okay,
Bye.
next one.
Molson Coors. Are we still doing that?
No, it's owned by Goose Island. Goose Island is owned by ABI. That is the answer.
Oh, fine.
So, next brand. Camden Town.
ABI.
ABI.
Correct.
Yeah, they got sold out.
Okay, next one. Tiger Beer.
Not ABI.
Not ABI.
Who owns it?
That group.
It's the big group in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
First one to name it.
I want to say the
3,
Sapporo.
2, incorrect.
Oh.
1, no chance. It's Heineken.
Oh, God damn it.
I really didn't think it was Heineken.
Okay.
Okay.
Evidently.
Next beer brand. Leffe or Lef.
No.
ABI.
No, not ABI.
Barbara is correct. It is an ABI brand.
Are you keeping the score, by the way? I have no idea what either of these are on.
I am, don't you worry. I'm catching the bonus points as well. Okay. Next one. And this is just over the halfway mark. Omegang.
Omegang?
Omegang.
Could you spell it or use it in the sentence, please?
I can't wait to have a beer from Omegang.
I'm going to say
not
not
ABI.
ABI.
You're both correct. It is not ABI, but who owns it?
Heineken.
Moon Group. Is it Moon
Moon
Group?
Group.
The people who own Moon. You know what I mean?
What?
It's Moon, isn't it? Moon is like the biggest beer. Is it the people who own Moon also own Omegang?
Oh, I think. Are you trying
can't
to
tell
say
us
that
who they are.
the number one beer in the world that's owned in China?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? No, we're a lot closer to home. We're not over in Southeast Asia.
Who's Omegang?
Carlsberg.
Omegang is
He
owned
keeps trying.
by
He's not... Oh, go on.
Duvel Morgat.
Oh. I remember
So
them.
pretty big in Belgium, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. I had Omegang. Okay.
That was awful.
Next one. Quilmes.
Not ABI.
No, it is ABI.
Barbara is correct. It is an ABI brand. Okay, next one. Jupiler.
ABI.
Not ABI.
Rich is correct. It is an ABI brand. Okay, next one. Alexander Keith's.
Not
Not
ABI.
ABI.
You're both incorrect. It is an ABI brand.
Bloody hell, they get everywhere this lot, don't they?
Okay, next one. Lion Nathan.
Not ABI.
ABI.
It is not ABI, but who owns it?
Heineken.
California Brewing. I hear they're a group.
It's Kirin Holdings own them. Lion Nathan are one of the largest
Kirin-
Australian beers.
Kieran, who I
Kieran.
was thinking of when I said Sapporo earlier on.
Okay, next one. Hope you'll both get this one right. Guinness.
ABI.
Yeah. No. Yeah. ABI.
This is a trick
You're
question.
both incorrect. It is not
It's
owned by
Diageo,
ABI.
isn't it?
That is correct, Barbara. It is Diageo. Okay, next one. Ballast Point.
Bless you.
Not ABI.
I will go not ABI as well.
You're both correct. Who owns it?
Kirin.
They haven't featured on this list yet. I'll give you that. Both of you another chance on that one.
They are owned, but I give up. I don't know.
Constellation Brands.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone that in a
Huge holding company in Canada.
Oh.
Okay, next one.
Have we
Hoegaarden.
got... ABI.
Not ABI.
They are owned by ABI. And then last one, Corona.
Not ABI.
ABI.
Which is correct. They are owned by ABI.
Uh,
So,
Or Vin
scores on the
Diesel.
doors. Yeah, Vin Diesel owns a
you had to have
majority
Corona in
stake
there, didn't you?
in Corona. So, scores on the doors on the quickfire ABI or not ABI quiz, including bonus points. Rich finished on a 8. Barbara finished on a 12.
Me,
That
well
one.
done me. Woo! Let's have a beer to celebrate.
So there you go. Hopefully that was a nice little quick-fire palate cleanser.
I got into that deeply. And yes, ABI get absolutely chuffing everywhere. Is that back to me for then my quiz finale for you guys? You are living the life of leisure and luxury here, Rich, aren't you? Just getting quizzes
lovely,
thrown
isn't
at you
it?
left and right.
It's my favourite thing. Still not 1-1. So
before we get into it, though, Bobs, remind us what the scores.
You are 6-4 up.
Got you. Okay, thank you.
You knew that.
So everything to play for.
Yeah.
You knew full well. And we're following. Go on.
I was just saying I'm not starting this new year well.
Well, don't worry, you've got 12 days to
12 days to put it back.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. The quiz remains in a very similar format to what we were discussing before, except instead of telling me whether these beers are real or not real, I'm going to tell you stories and facts about beer, and you're going to tell me whether you think they are true or not. I'll be honest, some of the ones that are true, I didn't, turn every stone to ensure they are absolutely 100% accurate. Some things it's written on the internet, and we're taking that as a given. So do a recent one, first of all. Some of these are recent, historical, and all over, and non-existent, because they didn't happen. But the first one, we're going to have a recent story. Last week, there were pubs in the UK, some using tokens and rationing out Guinness due to a shortage. Do you believe that happened?
Correct.
Or
I'm
not?
going to go through.
I think that happened.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing about this in the news.
I learned on the most reputable news source, Lad Bible, from that. So I'm gonna go true.
Well, maybe in that case, this was maybe difficult for me because I wasn't here, but we maybe gone gentle for a warm-up. You are both correct. That did actually happen and was going on last week.
I hear there was a lot of Guinness 0.0 that was available, though.
I'm sure the Guinness drinkers were thrilled. Okay, this you're not getting a lot of detail on this one. Beer yoga.
Oh, true.
You're saying true?
So vague. It has to be true.
that was your reason for being specific.
I could make a case for that being true.
Yes, beer yoga is a thing.
Yeah,
in Denmark.
If there's goat yoga, there's 100% beer yoga.
Yeah,
if there's goat yoga and if there's beer bathing as a spa treatment, there's definitely beer yoga.
Oh yeah.
I have a couple of political ones coming up. So we'll do oldest known building on Downing Street in London was a brewery.
False.
Do we think that's
incorrect?
True? Or do we think that's
on the same with Traps. I think it's like a Taylor's or something.
Yeah, I think it's false.
Interesting. That's true.
Ooh.
Downing Street Brewery was the
wow.
yeah.
What happened to it?
It was replaced by political offices or some shit like that.
I'd rather have the brewery if I'm quite honest.
Yeah.
Well, quite. Yeah. Okay.
Be more productive.
So, next one. Sorry, I gave you both a point for that, despite the fact that you got it wrong. So I'm going to deduct that one. You got 2 each so far. Okay, right. After a heavy night celebrating record-breaking profits, German brewers' sweat tested to reveal it was in fact 3.8% ABV. Do you think that's true, or do you think that's false?
True.
I think false.
You're going false, Rich. You're going true,
yeah.
Drabbers. Joe, you're one and the same. Rich has it. That was complete fabrication.
That was a good fabrication, Barbara.
I like that one. Yeah.
Things are going to continue getting a little bit weirder now as well. Stone Cold Steve Austin's beer, Broken Skull, was originally meant to be bright pink. Do you think that is true, or do you think that is false?
I think true, just for the theatrics.
Okay,
I think that statement is correct, but it wasn't pink. It was another colour.
Ooh, look at you getting into the detail.
Yeah.
That's so specific, it must be true. Well, in a reversal of last round, that is not true. There is a Stone Cold Steve Austin beer called Broken Skull, but colour was just something I added in for a little flavour. Neck and neck at the moment with 3 points each with 5 questions down. Okay, next one.
But on aggregate, I'm still winning, aren't I, Bubba?
I don't think that's important.
Yeah,
even as the quizmaster. Yes, exactly. Right, next question. Human remains found in cave turn out, in fact, to be a beer bong.
Oh my God. False.
Do you think that's true or do you think that's false? You both said false.
False.
That is, in fact, a real story.
That's brilliant.
In the US, there's a bloke went swimming and like the apparently people had left it. They'd had a party in this cave and it fills up with water. You can like swim into it, and they sort of anchored it to the ground. And the bloke was swimming through, and he saw this thing. It's basically at the top of the bib is like a spine and a skull. The bloke rang the police in. They found it, and it was a beer bong. So
love that.
Nil point for either of you because that was true. Okay, next one. Brewery sued for $4.2 million due to copyright infringement for using image of a famous cow.
True.
I'm saying false.
True. It's a point for Joe. I made that one up as well.
That was
sounded good though, didn't it?
That was
a good made-up one, yeah.
Close. I was on the fence right until the last second.
Okay, next one. Beer pong was invented in the 1950s.
Correct.
False.
Joe's done you again, I'm afraid, Drabbers. That is apparently true. Beer pong in the 1950s. Don't know what happened to it in the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. But naughties, it came roaring back, didn't it?
Same era that the solo red cups were created.
Yeah, look on your face and tells me that's not true.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. I will
sounded,
I might Google
sounded good, didn't it? How many of these have I got left?
Solo Cup Company started in 1936, so it precedes the beer pong.
People didn't know what to do with them for like 14 years. You know, we need to find some reason for this. Yeah. Oh, yes, cups. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I thought I didn't have two more. We do have two more. And Drabbers, you need to get them both right, and for Joe to get them wrong to draw even.
Okay.
So,
okay.
No pressure. Okay. Barack Obama was the first president to brew beer in the White House. Do you think that's
incorrect?
True? Or do you think that's false? That was said with conviction from Joe.
I would say false as well. There's got to be some older.
I'm going to change mine to true. Then, sorry, can I do that?
Oh, can he do that? I'll let you decide, Travers. That depends on how confident you are in your answer.
I'm feeling confident in my answer.
So you're going to let him change to true?
I'll let him change.
Okay, well that gives Joe a point that you don't get. I don't think it's about being knowledge. This is just your tactics. As this goes on. Yeah, apparently I was trying to. That is one I did try and fish about at, but there's apparently no record of anyone.
I was so sure, like Thomas Jefferson or someone was going to be like.
Yeah. I refuse to believe that. I believe beer's been brewed in that.
I think they all had. Brewing was popular when it was increasing in popularity when Obama was around. I bet they all used to do. It smells, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What we're basically saying is our political system is built on beer and breweries, and theirs is not in the US.
That's an
so which one is better?
Take.
We shall see who decides.
We shall see who decides, indeed. Okay, final one. Bit easy this one, really.
This is for three times the points to let Drabbers have a go.
I think, yeah. If Drabbers gets this one right, I should make it worth 10 points.
This is a winner takes it all. A winner takes it all question.
I want that. Okay. I want it on the record as that was a suggestion from Joe.
I'm up for gambling this one. I'm going to.
Yeah. Okay.
I can either win spectacularly or lose spectacularly. Either way,
you'll be like Icarus, and you've flown too close to the sun, and you're now falling back down to Earth, flaming.
You're about to learn why I'm really pleased that you've elected to have this for this last question. So the last piece of beer news, which you have to tell me whether it's true or not, is UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer lists Timothy Taylor's Landlord as his favourite beer.
Oh God, true.
Oh, Rolly's just arrived.
Rolly's just saying hello.
Rolly's ready for discussion.
Yeah.
Joe, do you think that?
I think I know it's true, but for the sake of the quiz, I'm going to say it's false.
It's one of those ones where, to be honest, if he has said that, it wasn't recorded anywhere. I just took the opportunity to make that one up. So it's a double whammy there because Joe's got it right, so he gets the extra point.
That was such a good last question.
The point is, we got Rich believing that he probably would have said that.
Man, I just hate Timothy
the
Taylor
real
so
winner
much.
of the quiz is actually the quizmaster himself on this one.
Rich, the good news is 2024 is nearly over.
Yeah, that's it. I can move on.
But thank you for playing the made up or not made up quiz.
Love it. Thank you very much for doing that.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
That was good fun. That was great fun.
I'm going to go to sleep later, just annoyed.
Just purple and shaking.
Yeah, just raging.
Wearing your Timothy Taylor's landlord T-shirt that I got you for your birthday.
I still have that. Lovingly.
You wear it every night, don't you? Yeah. I hope Becca wears it. I hope when she goes to bed, she wears the Timothy Taylor landlord.
Just
you at least get to see it.
Just see it staring at me, mocking me. I tell you what, I will go into the new year and I will try Timothy Taylor again.
With an open, fresh mindset.
No, but I will try it in a pub.
On
draft.
Yeah.
On draft, I will. Next time I'm in a pub and Timothy Taylor is on draft, I will, hand on heart, try it again and film myself trying it.
Okay. I'm keen to see the results.
Yeah.
I don't want to. We don't give you any more pressure about it. We're taking forward steps. That's the main thing.
It's a bad beer.
It's about progress, isn't it? It's about just moving forward, moving on. Oh, yes. Yes.
Love it.
Becca has on cue come in with the Timothy Taylor landlord T-shirt.
Draped over you there, Drabbers. You just look more delicious than normal, which is
It look more delicious. It looks like you take me more seriously. Is that the?
It's the best.
Splendid. Well, that's our
chaps,
Christmas New Year quiz.
Any parting words for 2024 before we all chat back?
I can't wait for Lager to come back this coming year.
That's a great point of contact. What is going to be the next big thing? What's the next beer style for 25? What do you think? What's the beer trend of the
spicy?
You've been plugging spicy since you've made that chili awfulness.
Yeah,
year and a half ago,
and it's coming back. I'm not sure.
It's a spicy beers.
I had this thing about mild coming back, and I'm sure we read in a beer trend that mild was coming back, and I don't feel like it has done. Maybe
not in the same sense. No.
Maybe this year is mild's year.
I think if this year was the year of the fake Mediterranean beers, what's going to be the next? What's next year's thing? Because we've had many fake Mediterranean beers, haven't we? Madri.
Well, there's just that whole wave of some of them are semi-genuine, aren't they? Cruz Campos come out of nowhere, and Angelico Poretti, which does just sound like they had Moretti and put P on the front instead. There's quite a few of those. Go on.
I'm thinking of something like maybe like the fruity beers, like the Jubel. Like Jubel's there, and Jubel has been good.
Jubel's doing really well as well, isn't it?
And I think people are going to be like, you know what? The peach beer, which is absolutely fantastic. I think that's going to this summer. That's really going to take off. I think.
I think we'll have Foster Shandy coming back again in a big way over the summer.
I'm inclined to agree that those maybe lighter beers rather than low and non-alc stuff, because I keep seeing, at the end of after sport games matches finished, they cut to the locker room afterwards, and there's loads of Jubel about and low alcohol, easy drinking type beers. So, yeah,
I think
they're good times
and I think,
had.
especially with like a low alcohol, non-alc, it kind of masks the flavour a bit, doesn't it? As well.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wonder though, like you can't, because like the Belgians breweries just do fruit beers so well, right? We've covered a few of them on this pod, I just feel like one of them has got to be like, right, if you guys want a fruit beer, let me show you a fruit beer, and like come into the UK in a big way. Like there has to be one. Like a Duvel Mortgart owned fruit beer has to come into the UK in a massive way.
I was going to say I'd like to see some like sour aspects added to it as well. Some of those sours we've tried this year.
I feel like sours have had its time. I think there's been I think sours was like 3 years ago. I remember everyone was doing a sour. That's why like oh God, who's the company the brewery that does a lot of sours?
Vault City.
Vault City. Like Vault City, when they're really getting going, were just like all over it, and there were so many other companies that were doing breweries that were doing sours. I feel like sours have kind of, aren't going to be the mainstream anymore.
Beer highlights
That's a shame.
Of what you've had this year. I think I've alluded to this in a recording session or 2 or 3 back, but any particular beers you guys have tried this year that you have stuck out and have gone, this is fabulous?
I'm going to Google it right now.
As much as I hate to say it, the Foster's Shandy was really tasty, and that really irks me that I still kind of think about it occasionally.
You got that's like a little love letter you've written there.
Yeah,
I remember you guys being particularly glowing about it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some serious special mentions. Obviously, we had the guys from West on as well. They're those kind of like Germany purity law standard beers from Scotland were pretty insane. But standout for me was the Marula Farmhouse Ale from Tolakazi Brewery in South Africa. That was one really of a kind. Good. I've not had anything like that ever. So that was brilliant.
The Farmhouse was really tasty.
That was part of the Beer 52 pack, wasn't it? Yeah. I really enjoyed, we did the Colonel, which I know you were a fan of. We reviewed an old favourite.
Colonel for a while.
Yeah, we reviewed an old favourite of mine, Cerveza Cristal from the Superbox.
Yes,
that
was my first time having Cerveza Cristal.
Cerveza Cristal. Not the Peruvian or whatever it was, the Portuguese version. I'm actually just reading through our list of episodes. Remember what the hell we'd actually talked about. So I think I've also mentioned in the past, I really enjoyed Lost and Grounded, the Bristol-based guys who are doing next level lagers, which are got a little bit more going on. They were fabulous.
I was going to say I went to Bristol at the start of this year, and I went to Bristol Brewery. And they were new Bristol Brewery, and I drank some of the stuff straight from the tap and straight from their brew house there, and that was absolutely top tier. And my friend I was with at the time, he's not really a beer drinker, but the stuff he was like, he's like, this is good, and that was really pleasant to go to.
Team visit, I reckon.
I mean still special mention for the Pilot Brewery at Stewart Brewing.
Yeah, indeed.
That
Fast Friends
affogato white stout, like that thing. My wife still got some in the fridge. Like I bought her a 52 pack. She's still getting through them, and she absolutely is like, I'm gonna have one of those tonight. Like as in like absolute pride and joy. I can't wait to have one. Just like brilliant. So that still gets a special place in my heart for 2024.
Yeah, the affogato was good. I still think about the key lime pie from Yonder every so often.
That wasn't particularly to my.
I didn't really like that one.
Did you? I quite liked it.
If I'm honest, that was one that you got from like a bargain bucket, didn't it?
No. That was from Gloucester. That was from Gloucester Services.
Now that's a highlight of 2024. Gloucester Service Station.
It's a highlight of most lifetimes. Gloucester Services.
I think it's overrated.
You've changed your tune by the end of the year.
I went back again and had the sausage rolls. They're just not as good as I wanted them to be.
So my approval of
the sausage rolls was
like,
just too couldn't get overcome it.
Yeah. And any marketers trying to catch Rich's attention just desperately don't want me to voice any approval for it. I think the second I say something's good, he just goes, I'm not having that. No, get it away from me.
No, the tactic with which is being fleeting. To be there for a little short period of time, but then don't be good again afterwards, and then then move on to something else. So basically, basically, Rich buys into the whole Supreme style of marketing. Quick drops, very limited, short notice. That's it. Out you go. You can't get it again.
Limited edition.
That sounds great.
The best, limited edition. The best kind.
It's not even limited. It's just like exclusive editions. Like you can't even get them again. That's it.
Yeah, I like the idea of the beer only being brewed for me.
Lost like tears in the rain. That could be the name of your next beer. Tears in the rain.
Tears in the rain.
With a 5 chili rating.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to be induced from all the spice levels. By the way, it feels like it is an advert, actually. We have been drinking beer. Travis, you did your beer mention. Well, we didn't get beers specifically for this episode to talk about, did we? But you did subtly drop in that you were drinking Guinness.
Yes, I was in the Guinness.
My appearance in this episode has not been sponsored, but has been supported, I suppose, by St Austell's. Proper job.
Oh, very nice.
Well, we did proper job. That was a nice one. And my episode has been helped by Palmer's 200th episode beer, which... You've listened to this episode. You've already listened to me talking about it in the previous episode. So,
or maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, go and listen to it immediately.
It's our 200th episode, but it's actually labelled as 201. So I forgive you if you are confused, because we also are a bit confused.
Yeah, that's just our poor editing timetable.
Yeah, we were quite busy for a couple of weeks, so that episode sat on ice.
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, cheers, chaps. It's been another successful year of podcasty beeriness. And looking forward to another refresh in 2025. I think for our listeners, just as a heads up, obviously, you've probably got quite accustomed to our weekly episodes. You've probably noticed and noted that the last few months that we have been probably sacrificing our frequency for quality. And what it basically means is we just want to make sure that the three of us are on an episode. So that does just mean that from timetables and real life commitments that will be more infrequent with our episodes. But hopefully you still enjoy the episodes, and everyone can forgive us for that, because we enjoy making them, and this is the best way of making them, is by the three of us getting on and chewing and drinking the beers and having some great friends along the way, like we had with Harvey and Sam the other day. There you go. More to come for 25.
All right.
Nice. And that's all we have time for this week's episode of the I'll Try That podcast. And so from me, Joe,
Rich,
Barbara,
and Simo,
goodbye. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram,
Twitter,
I'll try that podcast.com,
and watch us on YouTube.
Goodbye now.